Still substantial fallout from his veto of two bills that were supposed to reform the embattled medical examiner's office. Those two bills are at the center of a political corruption investigation involving Republican state representatives Randy Terrell, Mike Christian, and Democratic state senator Debbie Leftwich. The DA is investigating whether there was unlawful political maneuvering to offer Leftwich a high-paying job with the ME's office in return for her giving up her Senate seat. New tonight, Adriana Ivashinsky talked with lawmakers who say this investigation sheds light on a flawed system and could lead to some big changes.
That's right, Amy. We talked with past and present lawmakers who say the term meeting in conference committees is a total misnomer, since they really don't meet at all, nor do they discuss and look at bills in detail. And that's what one representative says can lead to potential abuse.
And I've been speaking out against conference committees for a long time.
Republican Representative Mike Reynolds calls himself a government watchdog. He says he got into politics to get rid of political corruption after experiencing it firsthand.
And that's been my hallmark for the last 8 years.
Now this insider is speaking out, hoping this latest investigation into possible political corruption leads to some real change into how business is done at the Capitol.
Someone goes around and says, hey, here's what we put in the bill, will you sign it out? And the members say, sure, just because that's the way they've been doing it for years.
We tried to contact all the lawmakers involved in writing and passing Senate Bill 738 and House Bill 2486 to find out who wrote the amendment creating the transition coordinator position and why. Both Representatives Ken Miller and Senator Tom Lamb responded to our requests in writing. Lamb claims to have no knowledge. Representative Ken Miller, the same.
You know, that's inexcusable. When you're going to sign for a bill, you should know what language is in it. Now, even though it's inexcusable, unfortunately, that has been the practice here at the Capitol.
Reynolds says the only people who can put language into a bill is the author of the bill. Miller confirms he authored the House bill in question, but as budget chair, he is the principal author of all appropriation bills and says the language used is standard. Senate President Pro Tem Glenn Coffey authored Senate Bill 738, but a high-level staffer tells us though he is not evading any questions, he is simply unavailable to talk to anyone this week. Representative Mike Ritz was listed as a co-author of the bill, but removed himself when he says he felt the process was becoming too rushed.
And we call this in the legislature woolly boogers, and I don't like woolly boogers, and I wanted to make sure that there were no woolly boogers in this bill, and I felt like that I did not want my name as an author of the bill.
We'll have to see if this investigation really does lead to any changes at the Capitol. A multi-county grand jury is set to meet to look into this investigation July 19th.